Are you constantly putting others' needs before your own? Do you struggle with saying no or setting boundaries? In this video, we explore the difference between being nice and being kind, the dangers of seeking approval, and how to reclaim your time, energy, and self-worth. Now, let's start. It's important to understand that being nice doesn't always equate to being kind. The word nice often implies being agreeable or accommodating, sometimes to the point of self-sacrifice. Many people fall into the trap of always trying to please others, thinking it will make them liked or appreciated. However, this can lead to frustration and a loss of self-identity. Being kind, on the other hand, is about being thoughtful and compassionate, but in a way that doesn't compromise your own values or well-being. It's an act of giving from a place of abundance rather than obligation. When you're only being nice to please others, you may end up feeling drained, unappreciated, or even resentful. True kindness is about being authentic and genuine in your interactions without putting your own needs aside constantly. Setting boundaries is one of the most powerful ways you can protect your mental and emotional well-being. Boundaries are not about building walls or shutting people out. They're about creating space for yourself. When you set boundaries, you make it clear to others how you want to be treated and what is acceptable in your life. It can be difficult at first, especially if you're used to always saying yes or going along with what others want. You might fear rejection or conflict. However, not setting boundaries leads to burnout, frustration, and feelings of being taken for granted. You don't have to explain yourself or justify your boundaries. Simply stating that you can't do something or that you're not available is enough. By enforcing your boundaries, you teach others how to respect you. In the process, you also learn how to respect yourself. As a result, you'll find that people begin to treat you with the respect you deserve. People-pleasing behavior often comes from a desire to be liked or accepted. But when you continuously put others' needs before your own, you lose respect for yourself. You end up giving away your time, energy, and resources without considering how it affects your own life. This type of behavior can lead to resentment and frustration. When you don't prioritize your own needs, others won't either. Respecting yourself means acknowledging your worth and not tolerating situations or relationships that diminish it. It involves valuing your time, your feelings, and your energy. When you begin respecting yourself, you will see that others begin to do the same. This shift is key to building healthier relationships where both people's needs are met, rather than one person constantly sacrificing for the other. Seeking constant approval from others is something many of us struggle with. We are often conditioned to seek validation, whether from our parents, teachers, friends, or even social media. However, living your life in pursuit of approval leads to a life of constant compromise. You start to make decisions based on what you think will make others happy, rather than what will make you fulfilled. This habit can cause you to lose touch with your true self. The more you try to please others and seek their approval, the less confident you become in your own choices. Over time, this can lead to a sense of emptiness, as you've lived your life based on others' expectations instead of your own desires. It's essential to realize that your worth does not depend on what others think of you. True self-esteem comes from being comfortable in your own skin and making choices that align with your values, not someone else's. People who are constantly seeking approval are more susceptible to being manipulated by others. When you rely on others' approval to feel good about yourself, others may use this to their advantage. They might withhold praise or affection in order to control your behavior, making you work harder for their validation. This creates an unhealthy dynamic in relationships, where you are left feeling anxious and constantly striving for approval. The key to breaking free from this cycle is to stop seeking validation from others. By learning to be comfortable with yourself and secure in your decisions, you take back your power. You no longer feel compelled to please others at the cost of your own happiness. Instead, you begin to act based on your principles and your values, without seeking permission or approval from anyone else. Your values are the compass that guides your decisions, actions, and relationships. When you are clear about what you believe in and what is important to you, it becomes easier to navigate the complexities of life. Your values help you make decisions that align with your true self, rather than being swayed by external pressures. For instance, if you value honesty and integrity, you'll naturally gravitate toward people and situations that reflect those qualities. Being clear on your values also helps you identify when a situation or relationship is not serving your best interests. When you live in alignment with your values, you become more confident, and your life becomes more meaningful. Others will respect you for living authentically, and the right people will be drawn to you. When you don't know your values, you may find yourself living in a constant state of confusion or anxiety, as you're not sure what direction to go in. But when you do know your values, everything falls into place. There is a significant difference between being grateful and being respected. While gratitude is an acknowledgement of what others have done for you, respect is a deeper understanding of your value and worth. Gratitude can sometimes be superficial, especially when people express it out of politeness. But respect is a continual recognition of your humanity and individuality. Respect is earned, and it comes when you establish and maintain boundaries. It's about showing others that you have a sense of self-worth, which in turn encourages them to respect you as well. When you are constantly accommodating others and seeking their gratitude, you may find yourself feeling unappreciated or unseen. By standing firm in your boundaries and showing respect to yourself, you signal to others that you deserve respect in return. True respect is rooted in authenticity, where both parties honor each other's time, energy, and presence. The ability to say no is a powerful tool in maintaining your personal boundaries and well-being. Saying no can be difficult, especially if you are someone who has spent years trying to please others. You might feel guilty or fear disappointing others. However, constantly saying yes can lead to burnout, resentment, and a lack of fulfillment. It's essential to realize that saying no is not a rejection of the person or situation. It's simply a way to prioritize your own needs and time. Saying no doesn't require a lengthy explanation or justification. It's enough to state I'm not available right now, or this doesn't align with my priorities. Over time, saying no will become easier and more natural, as you realize that by saying no to things that don't serve you, you are saying yes to what truly matters in your life. Time is one of the most precious resources we have, and once it's gone, we can't get it back. It's essential to protect your time as you would protect any valuable resource. Every time you say yes to something that isn't aligned with your goals or values, you are giving away your time. People who don't respect your time will continue to take advantage of your willingness to accommodate them. Learning to say no and set limits on how you spend your time ensures that you have enough energy to focus on your own personal goals, growth, and well-being. Your time is valuable, and by respecting it, you teach others to do the same. Prioritizing your time also helps you create a balanced life, where you're not overwhelmed by endless demands and can devote yourself to the things that truly matter to you. There is a critical distinction between being needed and being valued. When people only come to you because they need something from you, the relationship becomes transactional. You may feel as though you are valued only for what you can do for others, rather than who you truly are. This type of dynamic can be draining and unfulfilling. Being valued, however, means that people appreciate you for your qualities, personality, and character. It's about being seen as a whole person, not just a tool for others' convenience. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect and appreciation, where both parties recognize and value each other for who they are, not just for what they can provide. Putting yourself first is not about selfishness or disregarding others' needs. It's about self-care and self-preservation. If you continuously put others before yourself, you will eventually experience burnout. Self-care is essential for maintaining your physical, emotional, and mental health. When you take time to care for yourself, you become better equipped to handle the demands of life and be there for others when it matters most. Prioritizing yourself allows you to recharge, reflect, and make better decisions. It's about creating balance in your life so that you can be the best version of yourself, not only for your own well-being but also for the people you care about. Breaking free from people-pleasing behaviors requires self-awareness and courage. People-pleasing often stems from a desire for external validation or the fear of rejection. When you seek to please everyone, you lose touch with your authentic self and compromise your own happiness. Learning to say no, set boundaries, and prioritize your own needs is key to reclaiming your life. As you start to break free from the need to constantly please others, you'll find that your relationships become more authentic and fulfilling. People will respect you more for standing up for yourself, and you'll attract those who value you for who you truly are. True kindness is about being compassionate and empathetic while also maintaining boundaries. It's not about saying yes to everything or sacrificing your well-being for the sake of others. Being kind doesn't mean being a doormat. You can be kind to others while also respecting your time, energy, and needs. Kindness with boundaries is sustainable because it comes from a place of balance. When you respect your own needs and boundaries, you are in a better position to help others in a way that is meaningful and genuine. This approach fosters healthy, long-lasting relationships where both parties feel valued and respected. Time and energy are finite resources, and it's crucial to manage them wisely. Every decision you make about how you spend your time impacts your overall well-being. If you continue to say yes to every request or obligation, you deplete your energy and lose focus on what truly matters to you. Learning to be intentional about where you invest your time and energy is key to achieving your goals and maintaining a fulfilling life. By setting boundaries and being selective about how you spend your time, you ensure that you have the energy to focus on your passions, personal growth, and the things that bring you joy.